Hi everybody, Russ on the West Ham Network. Hope you're all safe and well, my friends. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. As I said, it's always easy when West Ham win. And 4-0 again. I read it was the first time ever that Norwich have lost 4-0 at home in consecutive seasons by the same team. We'll take that. We'll take that. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a bloody good subscribe. Today is the 9th of May. God dear. This year is running ahead of us. And it's West Ham. It's our edition of Hammer's Headlines in association with KUMB.com, where we take news from around the world to do with West Ham and present the headlines back to you in a nice succinct manner. 3 stories today. A couple of transfer rumours. Get used to it. We're going to get a lot of them in about 2 weeks' time when the season's over. Will we be playing in the Europa League? We'll be playing in the Europa Conference. Who knows? Who knows? It's exciting. It's exciting. We did a show today at 12:30, the lunchtime show, where we did sort of players' ratings and also spoke a little bit about the race for Europe in terms of us United and Wolves. How many points we can all get, the games, all that type of thing, and it's hotting up. It's hotting up. It's hotting up. It's not gonna. Sometimes you sort of have nothing to play for the end of the season, but very much we have everything to play for, which is really good, really nice for a change. It's not relegation as well, which is lovely as well. So the first story involves one of the shining lights from this season, Jarrod Bowen. Obviously tonight it's the Player Awards, of which we'll be doing sort of a little bit of a live stream, I believe, this evening as well. So in the comments, let me know who your Hammer of the Year is. Be interesting to know. But with Michael Antonio adding West Ham's second goal in the 4-0 drubbing of Norwich yesterday, it's basically with Bowen getting the assist. It was his 10th assist of the season, joining Liverpool player Mohamed Salah as the only 2 players in the Premier League to have 10 or more goals and assists. So at least 10 goals, at least 10 assists this season, it seems really impressive, even more so when you look at it like he's the only West Ham player to have achieved this feat in the Premier League after Paolo Di Canio managed it in the 99-2000 season, scoring 16 goals and 13 assists. And with a couple of games left, hopefully Mr. Bowen will be able to add to it. Just shows what a great season he's had, and definitely he's one of the contenders for Hammer of the Year, that's for sure. Now, in terms of looking forward to the summer and all the hoo-ha with all the transfer rumours and stuff like that. We spoke about Broja a little bit on Friday, but a bit more has come out over the weekend. Apparently, he's our number 1 target. He's our number 1. We've got about 5 number 1 targets, so it's like... Is it like the Sugar Babes and just keep changing the number 1 targets over in terms of the group? But anyway, so according to the Daily Mail, he's our number 1 target. Moyes is a massive fan of the striker and therefore has been placed on the highest point of the Irons list of targets. So far, the Albanian striker has scored 10 goals in all competitions whilst on loan for the Saints. Broja is considered a cheaper option than previous number 1, previously in the last episode, previous number 1 striker target, which was Darwin Núñez, who will cost around 50 million if the Hammers were to bring the Benfica striker to the London Stadium. Apparently, Blues manager Thomas Tuchel will make the final call on whether the 20-year-old is allowed to leave Stamford Bridge in the summer. Obviously, that depends about, the Premier League ratifying the sale and all that type of stuff as well, in terms of them being able to do any business, really. I mean, look, he's 20. He looks a great, prospect for the future. He's had an impressive season, showing all signs of a good striker already at such a young age. He's a relentless striker, keeps on going, has more than just a goal for eye. a goal for it, an eye for goal this season, with some brilliant all-round performances at St Mary's. It's crucial that West Ham obviously get a striker in the summer. We know that, and these reports will hopefully be music to West Ham fans' ears. Whether he'll be up for the task of performing consistently in a David Moyes side is largely unknown, but we would like, but maybe him and Antonio sharing the spoils in terms of appearances. Maybe 20, he's still got a lot to learn as well. I mean, it's. I mean, looking at the striker option, we either go in at a younger age. I mean, he's 20, but he's already playing Premier League football. You know, Antonio, would he come in? He's always going to be Moyes' number one at the moment, but he's 32, so he's coming to the end. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do with that striker position. Obviously, there's been loads of free transfers as well, potentially. Maybe Belotti, you know, maybe Nunez as well. So we'll see. We're going to be flooded with people that we're going to be linked to in the next sort of couple of months. But obviously, we need to get something over the line, which would be nice. And maybe Broja could be it. Premier League ready. We know Moyes likes a Premier League ready player, and Broja is. Although he had a great start, so he hasn't scored as many, you know, in the last few months. And Southampton are very much on the downturn as a team. You know, barely like 15th or something like that in the Premier League this year, and they were sort of dizzying heights of sort of top 6, top 7 at the time, weren't they? So we'll see what happens. Another man that apparently we've been scouting is Burnley midfield ace Josh Brownhill. According to reports who claim that West Ham are now ready to swoop in for Brownhill after monitoring him for the past 18 months. That is some scouting mission, if that's true. West Ham boss was actually linked to a move for the 26-year-old to the London Stadium last summer. Central midfield is an area we know we're going to be short in the summer as well. He needs to strengthen. Obviously, Mark is retiring. Alex Kroll will almost certainly going back to Spartak Prague after an underwhelming loan spell in East London. And it seems as though Moyes has a plan to reinforce his engine room. The report reckons that the 26-year-old has been on the Hammers' radar for the past 18 months, and now Moyes is allegedly ready to pull the trigger. 18 months and I'm pulling the trigger now. He would be a useful addition, a very useful addition, I think, to the squad. Very combative central midfielder. I think he would become a fan favourite. He's a tenacious tackler as well. He's got a real knack of intercepting the ball, which is great, which is a great knack to have, and interrupting opposition play. The former Bristol City ace had 69 interceptions in 33 games for Burnley last season. He was second on the list behind Southampton centre-back Jan Bednarek. This season he's third on the list with 61. He's also bagged 2 goals and 3 assists so far for Burnley. He's hard-working, and that obviously appeals to Moyes and also to West Ham fans as well. We love a hard-working player. Interestingly, Brownhill actually rejected a move to West Ham back in 2020. Get him off, rubbish. It now seems he's set to go full circle. Burnley could demand around 15 million for the midfielder. Sounds a decent value, 26. If Moyes brings Josh Brownhill to the London Stadium in the summer, I think I'd be really happy with that. You know, again, Premier League ready player. I think he'd fit into that sort of midfield, sort of 3. Suit with Souček and Rice and Brownhill. You know, he's to me he's a bit of a younger Mark Noble in terms of that combative style which we like, and he might not start every game, but then Souček might not start every game based on the performance yesterday. But I think he could be a really good one. Maybe 50 million might be. I mean, it's that's sort of average now for a Premier League player, isn't it? And he's 26. He's got, you know, his best years ahead of him. So we'll see what happens with Brownhill. But an interesting one. Interesting how we've been scouting him for the last 18 months. A long time, isn't it? A long time. And that's it, ladies and gents. Short and sweet, just like me. As I said, keep an eye out for the channel. Make sure you hit the bell notifications. You're made aware of any time put new content on. We'll hopefully be doing, I think Anton said he's doing a live stream of the Hammer Awards tonight. So check that out. And we've also got we're going to do a noble quiz this week as well, probably Wednesday. So check it out. Got lots and lots of fun stuff coming up. And obviously the race for Europe is very much still on. And take care, everyone. Stay safe, wash those hands, stay lucky, stay cheeky, stay positive, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Take care, my friends. Ciao, ciao for now.